Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kjersti and you're watching the Unwritten Life, and I want to show something. Yes, I know I didn't see you last week. Sorry about that. I was feeling a little under the weather. My throat was sore. I didn't feel like talking because I don't know about you, but when my throat is sore, I tend to not want to talk too much, or generally not at all, because it tends to make it worse. So that's why. But I want to show you something. First of all, check out how little, there's a lot of water right out there because, it's melting, but check how little snow there is left. Spring is coming. I've seen some snowdrops outside. You can't see them from the windows, but I've started, I don't know if I can, I can, cool. Okay, do you see, this is so hard. Please have mercy on me. Do you see all the branches on the ground there? I've taken them off the bushes here. We have, what is it called in English? Red currants and black currants, and I have more black currants. Check it out. It's melting. It's awesome. So I've been working on getting dead branches out, like starting there, because they have not been maintained for probably many years. My tomatoes, there's a new little seedling there. I have a problem. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. A little bit. They're turning purple under and they're curling their leaves. So they're struggling with something. I have a feeling it's nutrition based, but I don't know exactly why or what, or something. So, and I also have, these are edibles. They come up because, I switched out some soil. These are tiny little, I think they're called pansies in English. Tiny little pansies working its way. The snapdragons are so many. They're finally starting to get their true leaves. Some mysteriously died, but check out, there's so many of them. I'm so excited. And then we have dwarf tomatoes. They're totally fine on the back of their leaves. Bright green, so I don't know. Anyway, got 2 of those. And this is gonna be a loofah. I have never tried that before, so I'm very excited. That one is also working on their first true leaf. Only one came up. I had one in that pot too, but, nothing. And then I have more stuff. This is basil. Came up a little sporadic, but then I put more basil seeds in a different pot. Do you see all of them coming up? It's so exciting. And it's in here. It's hard to show you. Maybe that one is easier. Something is coming up. This is going to be a salad of sorts. Nothing is up in those, nor that one, but this is chamomile. I don't know all the English words, but I put the seeds in and they're super, super, super tiny, and then I watered them in. So I think everyone gathered like in the middle. That was not my intention, but sometimes it happens. But eventually, I'm gonna plant most of it out here. Maybe not the basil. I don't know if it's gonna be warm enough. So, that is a lamp that I tend to bump my head on. Luckily, it's movable. I don't really like it, to be honest. But, it happens. So, yeah, I planted stuff. And my parents were here out. So I now finally have some lamps on the wall, a picture. And it might not seem like a big thing. But with those things, and a carpet on the floor, because my parents had one that they weren't using, I can now get a dining table. Finally, have a place to sit down and do my puzzles where I don't have to move around a lot. let's see. I'm gonna just set you up here, and I'm gonna sit on the floor because the table I've been using for my puzzle in the last few videos was the table where you saw a lot of the seedlings on. Not that many seedlings yet. I'm working on it. I don't have any seed trays. I have some pots, but big pots for houseplants, so they're not really the best for like sowing the seeds and having seedlings in. And I'm knitting on a sweater, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also wearing a sweater that I'm knitting. That's a while ago though, but okay. Okay, I can show you a little. It's gonna be a stripy one. Single color. Oh, that red came out very differently on camera. It's a really nice red. And it looks very different on camera. Anyway, this is the start. I have finished the arms, and then I'm working on the body. So I'm very excited. I didn't have a pattern for this because I couldn't be bothered spending a lot of time looking for a pattern when I already had an idea in my head about how I wanted it to look. So I just kind of, went for it because why not? The worst thing that could happen if I mess up is that I have to rip it all out again. And I'm currently trying to not spend too much money on yarn. So, that would basically just give me extra knitting time on the same amount of yarn. Which, not the worst idea. I'm not going to say it's the best idea either because, I want to finish it. I want to be able to use it. And the snowdrops are blooming outside. Snow is melting. The ground is starting to get soft in some places. I'm not using my wood stove all day, every day. I'm using it every morning because it's always -Celsius, some degrees -Celsius at night, which leaves my living room a little chilled. So I like to light it up in the morning. There have been evenings now where I haven't actually lit it up because I can't be bothered to do that for heating the room for an hour or two because I have blankets I can curl up under and I like that. So yeah. But yeah, and oh, I forgot to show you my to-do list. It has changed a little. Wait, has it changed after last you saw it? Because I had one list and it was really big. And it's still big. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I just need to put my knitting down and, stand up from sitting on the floor again. Let's see. Here it is. It's probably easier to show you the difference. There it is. And on some of the places you can now see I've crossed it out. Well, I haven't crossed it out. I made a little check mark and I wrote the date on for when it was done. And this right here, this is magnet in the bottom closet in the bedroom. I did it. I finished it. I fixed it. I made it work, but this is now my list. It's a long list, but I had my parents, oh dear. My parents came to visit a couple of days ago. So, they helped me out with the lamps and the picture that I showed you guys because I don't know about you, but I have two arms and they are the length they are. And to be able to hang lamps on the wall, you want to make sure you get it right. At least I want to make sure I get it right. And I'm only one person with only two arms. I would look weird with several more arms, so I'm kind of glad I only got the two, and I usually only need the two that I have. I'm grateful that I have two arms. But holding up lamps on the wall and then taking several steps back to be able to kind of get a view of the room and the feel of the room to see if they're kind of put in the right space. Yeah, can't do that on my own. I'm only one person with two arms. That is not possible. because my arms aren't that long. Then they would like reach below the floor or something, and that would be probably not good, you know? Or at least I'm pretty sure of that. Pretty sure of that. So my parents were here, they helped me out. So I now have several check marks on the long to-do list. I did edit it a little, so I, took away the things that were like, that there's no way that I'd be able to do it all this year. So, like, I have a garage. It's not like this, it's more like this. Very tilted and weird, and I would not want to put my car in there because at the same time, I mean, it's built solidly, it holds up, but yeah, Also, this winter I couldn't enter the garage because the doors were frozen shut. So, yeah, that did not make it easier. So, I'm not using that garage. It would need to be, honestly, what I want to do with that garage is tear it all down because it only has a dirt floor and I want like a good solid like cement floor or something. So yeah, I took that off the list because I realized there is no way in hell that I will be able to do that too. Because I also have to dig some drains, some trenches. I don't even know to, you saw the water on the field, and there is more water closer to the house and more of the water than what I thought it would be. So that is something that I want to, go at and figure out and, well, dig. And that's probably gonna be my word for 2025. Dig. I'm gonna dig trenches and drains, and I have a little stream at the end of my property. Well, not a stream. Not like gravity. It's mostly flat, but it is flat in a way that the water does move off the property. So I need to dig basically from one corner to where that water is to make the water I have standing on my land get off. That is basically 2 acres across that I have to, no, sorry. Mixing Norwegian and English math here. That's basically half an acre across that I need to dig. And yeah, sure, I could pay someone to do that, but I am I'm currently unemployed, so I don't have that much money coming in because unemployed, but I do currently have time. So I figure until I get a job and I'm able to like make a good income anywhere, because I do have time, I will dig myself. Obviously, the snow needs to melt and the ground needs to be not frozen for me to dig. So I have to wait for that. I have some more tasks on my long to-do list that I still can do. Put up some curtains or curtain rods in certain rooms and all. But yeah, digging, trenches, drains, whatever. And I also need to dig away a lot of grass on that field. Bermuda grass being one of the things. So that I can grow food or vegetables and flowers. And a lot of the food will be for me, obviously. If I can grow like all the potatoes I will need for the next year, that would be amazing. Because that would mean I wouldn't have to spend money to, pay to buy potatoes. I could just have it on my house all year. I had a ton of apples come in last fall. I've never had an apple tree. It was it was very overwhelming with that many apples. And the last fresh apples, because I kept them in the basement. And the last ones were, I gave those to my parents, just because why not? I've had so many apples, it's ridiculous. But they were still fresh because they've been cool in the basement. So that was amazing, having fresh apples mid to late March. So, and it's not like they were kept ideally in the beginning, because when I first picked those apples, they were left in plastic buckets in my quite warm living room for about 3 weeks before they got put in the basement. So, if I had put them in the basement in not plastic containers from the beginning, they probably would have lasted even longer. So that would have been cool. But yeah, back to the field. I need to dig for be able to get the grass away, including Bermuda grass. It's a lot of it. And I can't just dig for that and plant stuff, though you might think so, but I have deer in my yard. And those deers are, they're deers. They don't really care who lives here. They don't really care that I want to grow food for me. They care about themselves. And I get it. I care about myself too. I hope you care about yourself too and take care of yourself. It's really important. But they won't care that I'm planting stuff to grow food for me. They're gonna be like, ooh, snacky new seedlings. We're gonna taste them. And then they're gonna chomp them all down. So not only do I have to dig away Bermuda grass to be able to plant stuff out of my field, I also have to put up some sort of fencing to make sure that what I do plant do not get eaten by deer. And, deer are jumpy animals. They can jump high. And that's going to be interesting because I've never had to deter deer anywhere before. So, yeah. That's what I've been thinking about lately. All the water, how to dig, how much I'm gonna dig. Actually, I don't want to think about how much I'm gonna dig because it's gonna be a lot. But I have started some seedlings. I would like to start more, and I did get a couple of bags of soil from my parents for my birthday. Though they were here on Friday, the 21st? Yeah, they were here visiting me Friday the 21st, so they've already been here and left again after a lot of help. And my birthday is on Thursday the 27th of March, so it was kind of like an early birthday present, but I now have soil. The next challenge with putting seeds in that soil is I don't have seedling trays, or I don't have like small pots and trays. So I need to go get that. But that's gonna take some time too, because I live in a very, very small place. We don't have a lot of stores. And that one store I thought maybe could have it. I asked, they do not have it. They have soil, but they don't have any pots or anything like that. So I need to drive to, there might be places closer, but I figure if I'm gonna drive anyway, I might as well go to a little bit of a bigger place where they have a bit more stuff so I can get more things done at the same time. And that's about almost hour and a half drive away, one way. So basically a 3-hour drive to get some seedling trays. And, I'm gonna make sure that I also do other tasks that day, like go a little bit more shopping and have some errands to run. So kind of condense all the things into one trip because it's going to be a long trip anyway. So I might as well use a whole day. Which day that's going to happen, I don't know. but it should happen really soon because there are seeds I would like to get in soil so they can start growing. I have a lot of seeds. Mostly because a few years ago, I was so sure that I was getting to like buy a house and move and all that. And then it didn't happen. So now I have a lot of seeds because I was really excited about buying seeds. I'm still really excited about buying seeds, but I have so many now. Though I do need to buy seed potatoes. I do not have that yet. So that's going to be part of the long trip for many tasks. But yeah. Just a little update. Apparently, more than 20 minutes is a little update for me. But things have happened. It's very exciting. I've gotten check marks on my list. That's super exciting. I'm so happy. And I mean, when you put stuff on the wall, like the lamps, and the lamp and the picture and stuff like that, it makes it feel more home. And the blanket or carpet on the floor, it's like, yeah, it's more homey now. I will like it. I love it. The fact that the seeds are coming up and the spring has sprung, snowdrops are blooming, snow is melting, the sun is shining, a little cloudy, but the sun is mostly shining. I've sat outside on the front porch drinking tea and knitting several times already in the sun, and it has been glorious, and I cannot wait till I can do it again, or do it a lot more, and also like continue to work in my garden, get some furniture, dining table would be great. But yeah, just wanted to update you and also say hi, because I didn't say hi last week, so sorry about that. But when you feel under the weather, you have to take care of yourself so you don't kind of keep feeling under the weather. But I feel good now. I'm excited about the sun. I'm excited about things growing. I think, yeah, that is giving me life. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope you enjoyed this little video of mine, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!